Hi, everybody. Welcome. Hi, Kevin. How are you?
Hey, hi, my friend. I'm great now that I'm with you. Oh my gosh, we were just saying this is long overdue. It's
Yeah,
although we see each other a fair bit, it's not on this platform always, so it's lovely to be here.
we do see each other. Yeah, but it's so nice to be here with you because this is like play day,
Yeah, totally.
Sunday play day. We've been listening to music backstage and
We were.
singing.
We were going, yeah, down memory lane.
Yeah, Desiree. When was that? Like in
Oh
the
gosh, that was the 90s, I
90s?
think. Yeah.
90s, so long ago.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Seems
Yeah,
like yesterday.
right.
Well, hello, everybody. Annie, Ness, Sally, hello. Jeff, Tro S backwards, hello. Richie's here, and Fogo Pogo, Kaylee. Hi, everybody. So, you have been a busy, busy person. We were talking about that backstage too.
Yeah.
So, uh, this guy is like just on fire right now. With retreats and mediumship and lots of stuff. Hey, you know what I did want to ask you about?
Yeah,
We'll just do a little mini interview here, and then we'll get down to doing some
I love it.
questions, you guys. Hi, Seascape. So, did you have like a main teacher, like kind of a guru or a mentor
Mm,
as you were coming up, or did you pick and choose? Because I know you've been to a lot of different studying
yeah.
groups.
I mean, it's a great question. I feel like my grandma was one of my greatest teachers.
Oh, that
I
is
do. But it,
mm.
it wasn't until I kind of like stepped into um, the fullness of my mediumship, of spirit. She was a great teacher, and she knew that I was interested. She knew that um, I had my own gifts and abilities, and I feel like in that I also felt that with her. And so I feel like she was one of my greatest teachers in some of the things, and because she's worked with me since she's went into the spirit world, I just feel like she's been my constant teacher. And then, like you said, I've done countless classes and teachings, and so I have so many people that I really look up to and admire in the mediumship world, in the spiritual, community, um, and I think my own soul is a great teacher, and so I sit in the power daily. Um, most days of my life, since I stepped into this, and I feel like there's such teaching and guidance in that, because that's um, the connection to the oneness, to all of it, source, the divine. Um, and so I just feel like it's this, you know, collaboration, if you will, of teachers. But there's been some great ones. I mean, Eileen Davies,
Nice.
phenomenal medium, phenomenal trance medium. I think she's amongst the best in the world for the for trance and teaching. So she really stands out in my world. So yeah, there's so many great teachers. And all of my, like, all of you, you know what I mean? I mean, all of my now friends in this community that are doing different things. I just feel like I love learning. If people don't know that by now, I love to learn. I'm always challenging myself into learning new things. Some things I really, get interested in, and some I'm kind of like, oh, okay, that was fun, but I'm not, it's not sticking with me. And
Right?
yeah, and then
Yeah.
all of the people that we, in my readings, I feel there's learning in that, through that connection of spirit to spirit to spirit. It's like there is so much learning. So I have lots of teachers, I guess.
Keep a pretty full room.
Yes. How about you? Who do you look at as some of your greatest teachers?
It's interesting, sometimes I look at past relationships as being really big teachers, especially the ones that didn't work out so well,
Mm,
because you really learn a lot from that. But I'd have to say probably Deepak.
mm.
I love, love, love Deepak. Everybody knows that. I talk about him too often. And and Yogini Shambhavi, I love her. Um, And I probably Reverend Saul George. He was an amazing teacher, and he was here on the channel a lot. And anyway, just an amazing light. And I always see him around. Like I was telling you backstage, one of my dear friends and my ex brother-in-law passed away this week, and I see them together talking.
Oh wow. And have they ever met here in
No,
the store? Oh,
we
okay.
never met here, but I can just feel their energy together, having a great old time talking
Nice.
about everything. Yeah, George was so calming, wasn't he, Seascape? Yeah, just amazing.
He really was. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, yeah, lots of fun.
I wonder now that I'm just this is where I'm going with your question is like I wonder what makes a great, is it that soul to soul connection? Is it the wisdom that they share with you? Is it the space that they hold for you? Is it all of that in our teachers that really stand out and make that deep impression? I wonder what that is. I'm asking that for myself. I'm kind of like, what is it actually that makes that?
That's such a great question, isn't it? Because sometimes it's the brushing up against something, right? That
Yeah.
makes you reset. And sometimes it's the kindness and the love. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
because everybody has their own kind of approach to teaching and facilitating, and it's true. Like there's sometimes where it's just like they're not the right. Can be personality. It can just be the energy. It can be these different reasons of there isn't that deep connection.
yeah,
Um, and then alternatively there can be that. It's like magnets. It's like a positive and negative. It's like we just you click on that level.
you click. You sounded like a real mensch there, my friend. It's so true. Yeah. So, yeah, and both my grandmas come in a lot too.
Oh, nice. Well,
Yeah.
that's it. I remember when I kind of first started, someone told me that, our loved ones couldn't be our spirit guides. And I was like, well, that's not my experience. And then I was like quiet about it. That it's interesting too, in that some of those moments are the greatest teaching moments where it's like, contrary to what we have experienced or what we believe in our own life, it can be, because I was like, well, no, it made it that much more like clear to me that my grandmother is one of my guides. Period.
100%,
Yeah.
right?
But it's
Yeah.
interesting, those things, they can really shape us and they can steer us into that where it's like we can go against ourselves or we can discredit or we can, change our belief system because of that. I think it's so funny. I heard look down, it takes courage, right? To step into that energy of what it's like for us individually,
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah. They really bring us there. So I had the chariot. This
Oh,
card has been sitting out on my desk today. I have no idea why, because the rest of the deck is put away.
was there wings on that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Wings on the Harley,
Nice.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of fun. And I rarely read tarot too. I'm kind of like I'm an oracle reader, or I draw, or I do something else. But
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Uh-oh, awesomeness is having tech problems.
Uh-oh.
Um,
Mercury retrograde isn't for a couple days, isn't it? What is
yeah,
it?
but technology has been nuts
Yeah.
all last week here. It was like one day I'm turning on and off StreamYard, and all
Yeah.
I did was think about it, and it went on.
Oh, wow.
I know. Yeah, yeah.
Love
Um, okay, well, I've got a few things starred here, everybody, and we're going to try to make. Um,
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean
oh,
to.
no, that's okay.
I'm going to do this one. Yeah, Chandel. I love that name, Chandel. My mom is definitely one of my guides. Yeah, most people, lots of people, for sure their loved ones become their guides. Absolutely.
Yeah, they're huge, aren't they, on the other side?
Mhm.
It's like they come over and they have so much going on.
Yeah.
It's really amazing. Well, you wanna take a hit on some of these?
Let's do it. Yeah, we're gonna
Okay.
do mediumship, we'll do psychic. I see people are already they know how to do it. And if you're new here, welcome. If you don't feel, or if you're, oh my gosh, what am I trying to say? If you're new here and you don't know, you can ask questions. People put them in caps. It's helpful. But do you want me to choose the first one? Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, you choose.
Okay.
Gentleman's choice.
Wow. Okay. Let's see. I don't want to read them, but I want to make sure that it's a question. This one stood out. I was reading it when I next HNRN Diana. Hi, Kevin and Terry. Do you see me bringing in spirituality and intuition into my new nurse coaching business along with forest therapy? Wow. Doesn't that feel incredible?
That feels amazing.
Yes.
Just
Oh,
amazing.
goodness. Yes. I mean, I feel like it's not, it almost doesn't even feel like a choice. Like it just feels because of that's who you are and that's how you show up and that's, who you are in the world. That energy is imprinted in everything that you do. Diana, I love it. Yeah. And it's like invitation to bring more of that in. It's like this, invite to really even share that, advertise, talk about it, where it's like you don't have to keep it kind of like secret. You can really allow people that feel aligned with you to make that connection, meaning that the more you kind of talk about it openly, it's attracting, those like the right people, if you will. And that feels really good. Really embrace it.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't see the minute we read that, I thought, oh, it's already happened, Diana. Yeah. It's already there. The energy is there. So a lot of times spirit brings in drawings for me. So this is your box, Diana, and you're like, it has your name on it, but it's wide open. Like the top of it has light coming in and light going out. So that's you teaching and receiving, but also you're not done with that box. So there's a lot of little hearts on the box and all sorts of things. And it's like it's just going to get bigger and more beautiful.
Yeah, I see it growing as well. That energy of the little, when you said that, it brought me to the forest therapy part. And there's if you're not already, and sometimes it's just our awareness that we're not already, but there's the elementals that I feel are all around you, in that, especially in that forest therapy. That's really intriguing, by the way. That feels like that could be something that you could share, like actually share with people what you're doing, to spread that energy, to spread that light.
Yeah.
Thrilling.
Yeah. Diana, I can see you with groups in the forest.
Yes.
Doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, sign me up. We have this place up island. It was about a half an hour from where I lived, and it's about 2 hours from where I am now. And it's called Cathedral Grove, and it has some of the most magnificent trees you have ever seen. They are I don't even know how many feet round. Like, I can't even make a guess. They're ginormous. It's part of like an old growth forest. It is magnificent. And it's like you go in there and it's like you step out, like you become so present that you step out of, like, you're not distracted by anything. It's like the energy and the vibration changes, and it's so magnificent. I have to go there because I haven't been in a while. But that medicine that's there in that forest is, yeah, magnificent.
It's huge. Trees are such powerful beings on the
Yeah,
planet, aren't they?
for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. We think about them as being powerful, but man, they're just amazing. Okay, I'm gonna pick one.
Carrie, I have a question for you in that this just came to me. Do you have any, like, in the energy of the trees in relation to the rock people?
Yeah.
Is there similarity there for you?
They work together.
Okay.
And the rock people talk to the trees, and the trees walk with the rock people, like they help them
Okay.
in.
I didn't know that, but it just came. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. My favorite tree is right outside my window, and she's in my personal space as far as like if you had a bagua. Is it a bagua?
Yeah.
The feng shui compass. She's right there on
Oh,
that corner of my bedroom, just right outside the window.
okay.
You can't quite see her from here, but yeah. Yeah. Anyway, seascape. A few nights ago, I was woken up by a spirit of a young man with a green t-shirt and khaki pants. What
Mm.
did he want? Things like this are happening more.
Oh, wow. When you woke up, could you see him objectively, or was it still in your mind's eye? I'm curious, Seascape. Okay. Oh, let's see. Seascape, are you here?
She said, I saw him with my eyes
Yeah.
in my head.
Okay. I feel like it's almost like the next step. I feel this transformation that's happening, and I feel like you actually are going to. It's like, that's maybe a little easier than you actually waking up and seeing objectively spirit standing, beside your bed, which has happened to me a few times in the last month, and I've
Oh,
screamed
wow.
each time because
Wow.
it's so like this person's not supposed to be in the room anyways. But I feel one of the elements that he's coming in, this energy, it doesn't feel new to me as I tune into his energy, and I feel that there's healing. I feel there's a lot of healing that he's bringing in, and because it's young and kind of like juvenile, it's just really it's safe. It's just a safety for you. And so because that feels safe to you, the healing energy is really coming in.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure. That, I mean, we get to do that. Boundaries. Like,
Yeah. Right.
uh-huh.
That's what I always say. Don't come up behind me. I
Yeah,
tell everybody.
yeah.
Galactics, guides. Okay. So they were showing me this. It's almost like a pyramid, but it can also be a tent seascape, like a sacred space that you hold with together. And they're showing me all these orbs that are coming in and going out. So it's what are those called? Just heard about this. Neutrions.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
it's like an energy that goes across the universe, and it contains information, and it takes information like from the sun to the universe, or from it can go through our protons and take information around. Anyway, it's a new thing that the scientists have kind of discovered. It's not
Wow.
new, it's ancient, but um anyway, I feel like you guys exchange energy. So he might be a guide. Do you think he's a guide?
Good. Yeah, felt familiar. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really familiar.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, really good. All right, Seascape. Thank you, dear.
Hi, Annie Bear. Nice to see you. And hi, Lisa Foster. Hi, everyone.
Oh, hi, Lisa. Awesomeness is here too. I always get a big smile when I see her.
Me
Oh,
too.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You want to pick the next one?
I'm on it.
Oh, yay.
Nancy Ray. We're picking, I think there was a bird on another person's little on their little avatar. Nancy Ray is asking, hello, any messages from my guides and how to improve my spiritual skills? Yeah. Okay. I instantly heard be true to who you are. So back to kind of, I don't know if you were here for the beginning when we were talking about just with our guides, and sometimes a teacher or someone that we think might know more than us or tells us a certain way. Be true to yourself in this. So what feels right for you, this invite to follow that energy. And then I saw them slow things down for you. And it's about going inward. A part of it is about going inward. And so that stillness. So sitting in the power, your mindfulness, the meditation, and being disciplined with it and incorporating that, on the daily, it's a direct link to the spirit, our own spirit, the spirit world, source. And so there is such direction in that, and you're not missing anything. They also want you to remember that you're not missing anything. So that energy of wanting to learn more and the excitement and the openness, it's exciting. It's like, back, and maybe this is a bit of a theme, but the energy of like a child looking at new things, they're not worried about like all of the missing out or all the steps or this or that. They're just in the moment of that excitement. And that's what spirit's bringing in. So really being present. And I think the stillness will help with that. So, and then of course you can take action. And so some of the different classes that are being offered this community, there's so many people that are teaching different classes and different modalities of healing. So that feels like a part of it as well, Nancy Ray.
Yeah. It feels like you've got a lot going on as far as energy coming in, Nancy. And it's kind of been like that for a lot of us these past few months. So but it doesn't feel like it's so much the chaos energy that a lot of people feel, but just like a surge of energy. So what Kevin says about meditation is probably what everybody's going to say about this is being present, standing in your power, being silent, going inside. But it's also about what brings you joy.
Mm-hmm.
So is there something that you really love, like whether it's drawing, painting, arithmetic, dancing, walking in the forest? That's going to be another thing that's going to cue up your senses.
Mm-hmm.
Many synchronicities now. Yeah. Yeah. I can kind of feel that around you. There's like a lot of energy. It's really beautiful. And so give yourself space with that. Like if you're having a Kundalini awakening or a heart opening or something, it can be a little frantic and you might think, gosh, do I have dementia? Is there something wrong with me? So I kind of went there last week and I was like, what the heck is this? I can't remember how to get to this place. And I go there all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just be real gentle with yourselves, you guys. You got a lot of energy coming in and you guys are on your path.
Yeah. Terry, that's such a good point about because they're lighting up the sacral. And so in the energy of the sacral it's all about passion. It's all about how we feel. And when we're expressive in that and the creativity, and so through art or different, it does raise the vibration. It brings us into that energy of joy. And that raise of vibration is spiritual. And so in that, we want the practical things, but there's also that, which is, it is about raising the vibration. So instantly we can do that through things that we're passionate and joyful about. It's it's there. We have so much choice in all of this and in every moment. And that to me is exciting.
It really is, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's so much fun. Well, you always have fun. I mean, you'll look at the readers that you really like or the teachers that you meet or the books that you read or whatever. If they're having a good time, it just makes it more fun for everybody. I think that's why Linda G is so popular, right?
Right. Yeah.
She's always having a great time and she's always real.
She's a hoot. That's it.
She's a hoot and you're a mensch.
Yeah. So good.
Okay. Sandy S. This looks interesting. Hi, Kevin and Terry. Do you have a message for me from my guides regarding an increase in my abilities?
Okay, that's so interesting. Similar question.
Yeah.
Sandy, have your ears been ringing? And have you been working on, oh, that's so interesting. I was going to say, have you been working on release and letting go? And then the two cards were the relationship and forgiveness card. Because those things are also very spiritual. It's like, you know what I mean? Like sometimes it's like we think like, oh, that's not very spiritual. It is. And so things are really being activated through some of the experiences and the energy that you've been working on things. the release and letting go is a part of it. If you'd understand that, Sandy.
That's interesting.
No ears ringing. Oh, okay, good.
Yeah. It does feel like there's some new stuff coming in for you, Cindy. I don't know if you're getting or Sandy, I'm sorry. Are you getting like a crown burn? Sometimes when your crown chakra gets activated, because I do feel like something's kind of you do understand it. Okay. Warrior Widow, her ears have been ringing. Yeah.
Okay.
They were showing me a hat. It's like kind of a skull cap, and it's like an activation kind of going on. It's got a big bow on it, and it's pretty, but there's also like a stone right here, kind of centered. So it feels like you can, okay, that's what they're saying. You can take that stone and you can turn it up and you can dial down.
Mm.
And you can use the bow on it. But the bow also has something to do with the ears, because the bow's almost like Mickey Mouse ears. So I am getting the ears too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Love the bow. Yeah. Yeah. But it's you're definitely getting new stuff coming in. There's a lot of Kevin was mentioning all the classes online, and he and Debbie Freebird have an excellent class, and there's a new one starting soon. And it's amazing. I took the last one on mediumship, evidential mediumship. In fact, I've got a thing here somewhere, a banner about it. But so you might, anybody that's looking for anything, it's quite reasonable. Unveil the Medium Within starts March 12th.
Yeah.
So Kevin Lewis and Debbie Freebird.
We have a great group that's formed and community. I'm looking forward to that one. If I could just go back to Sandy for one more second, there's something about the energy when I was feeling into the relationships, the forgiveness. It feels past life connected. And when you started to talk about this, Terry, that's when I was listening, but I was also in the energy. If you're not already interested in past life, perhaps that's something that's going to land on your doorstep. And there's something that there through that kind of, because they're just showing me that you putting energy into that. And it might just be the curiosity and reading about it. Perhaps it's a past life regression. They're not showing me exactly what it is, but there's something past life connected in relation to this life in the recent part of, I think what you said, yes, you understood at the beginning of what Spirit was making me aware of. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind about the past life. Yeah. Yeah, there's something there.
She said she's already signed up, or she's planning on it. And sounds good.
Yeah, it's on Debbie's website. Just to be clear, it's on Debbie's website.
So that's the hat that they were showing me, Sandy, and it's kind of like a 1920s or 1930s, cap.
Interesting.
So yeah, a cloche, I think they're called.
Okay.
Anyway, okay, your turn.
Oh, okay. I saw one. Let us see. Okay, wait a sec. I saw one. It was Stephanie Russell. Stephanie, are you still here? And it says, I would love to know what both of you see about the book I am writing.
Oh.
My heart just expanded. It feels really exciting. Okay, what is this? Listening. That's key.
Stephanie, is there a man on the other side that's helping you with this? Because it feels like they're showing me a book, and it's like you write one page and they have the other page. They're writing that they're assisting you with.
That makes sense to what I heard, Cherry.
Does it?
Yeah, what I
Go
heard was
ahead.
listening is key. And I heard listening is key for this. And so I feel like spirit is trying to influence your writing. And it's like allow that channeling, that those downloads, that information that feels kind of like not necessarily fully you to come into it. So there's spiritual influence that's trying to be a part of it, and that's some of the wisdom, it's some of the new ways. I'm not sure what, like, I know Stephanie, but I don't know what her book is about. This is the first time I'm hearing it. It feels very exciting, and it feels like what spirit's saying is that there's no sense of urgency around it. So allow yourself to just let the timeline, because it feels like they just want to expand things a little bit. So if you're dead set on like this time being the publishing date or this or this or this, don't get so rigid in those timelines. Allow for like the influence and kind of the ebbs and flows of the inspiration. And then there's something that they're giving you a little bit of energy and insight about the publishing. And the publishing feels, it's like a kind of like a 50-50. Is it like, am I going to go this way, do it this way, or am I going to do this and this? I feel like that might change. And so the energy of the uncertainty around it, it will get clearer when that time actually comes to the when you actually have to make the choice about it. You'll be clear on that. Interesting. My grandfathers have passed, and my father-in-law. Instantly,
Okay.
I thought of your grandfather, which I've had the pleasure of connecting with before. So there is influence there. Okay, I've been working on channeling, so it
Yeah.
makes total sense. So they're just validating for you, Stephanie, that that part of it is really, it's really key. It is the way that it feels.
Yeah, and it feels like this is going to be either a series or this isn't the last one, Stephanie. It's like they're showing me more flowing in with you, and it's going to be an easy flow.
Okay.
So if things start feeling stagnant, just listen, because they're kind of showing me that your heart. You can kind of listen with your heart,
Wow.
if that makes sense, dear. So, but they're definitely coming in fast for you. And
Yeah.
and the center of the book has a big flower. So, I don't know if that means blossoming in abundance. But you'll probably know what it means, Stephanie.
There's one more thing. It feels like it's teaching. It feels like it's teaching. It feels like there's some shared experience in it. And there's this part where it's like you get to this point where you realize like that part, Terry, about the flow and where it's going to, like, it could be a series. It's like you'll get to this point where you're like, oh my goodness, like you'll get so inspired that that's like that's the second book, or this is the third book, or it's like, oh my gosh, like I could create more than just this one piece to it. It feels very expensive.
Yeah. Oh, she already has another book already in the works. Yeah, because it would be like War and Peace, right? That's
Yeah,
what they're showing me. It'd be like this huge honking book.
yeah.
I think it's going to be a lot more than that, Stephanie. It really feels like,
Okay, and that makes sense. The timeline of November. So yeah, all of these
yeah.
things are aligning. So
Oh,
that feels really good.
second book is all about the heart. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
Beautiful. Beautiful, honey.
Listen from the heart.
Yeah.
That's medicine right there.
Right. Oh my
Because
God.
that's it. Because I was tuning into the people that are receiving this, and it hits you in the heart. And that's the part where it's like this, your sharing of the personal aspects to it are as equal of importance. And I don't want to say even more important than the teaching part, because that's the heart of it. So I'm so curious.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like a ray of sunshine or a ray of
Mm,
energy just directly from your crown chakra, Stephanie. And it's just kind of like, shoo, here it comes. It's going to flow really, really well, dear. Okay.
amazing.
Am I next or are you next?
You go ahead.
Okay. It's my turn.
Thanks everybody for being here. Terry, I love spending
Yeah.
time with you.
I do too. This is like old home week.
Yeah. So,
Um, oh, Sunshine,
aw,
one of my favorite names. Sunshine, are you here, dear?
amazing stuff. Wow. Sunshine Bermudes. Are you in the house? Oh, they're here. Yay. I
Is
would
she
love to
there?
get a
Oh,
message
yeah.
from my father if possible. His name is Jose Albert. Oh,
I love that name.
me too. Jose Albert. Jose. Do you understand the name Mary also connected to you, and the month of September being significant? And are you or someone close to you that you know of just moved or is moving? If you'd understand that. And I feel like the energy of Jose is like instantly. I smelt like grease on my hands, and it's a sign for me that the energy of him is like I was hardworking. It's like I wasn't afraid to get my hands in and like work on things, and it feels like that was a very big part of him. He was very, very hardworking. Um, my middle name is Mary Bella, born in September. Oh my goodness, that's so
Oh,
wonderful. Okay. And something about the move. There's something about the move.
yeah. The move, or even, are you thinking about going on vacation, Sunshine? Because I see you going somewhere. And he's saying it's going to be okay.
Do you understand something with his heart, chest, or the breathing? He's bringing me to the heart. If you'd understand that with him. Oh, thanks, Steph. That's so kind. And do you understand the one of three? Are you one of three, or was he one of three? And also the month of December, he's highlighting. And if you'd understand sunshine, it almost feels like there was some unfinished, like I say business, but some unfinished, whether it would be conversations or just some of the things that you've went like, oh, I wish I would have said that, or I wish I would have done that. And he's just inviting you to release that energy. Just be in the release of it. Don't worry about things that were the shoulda, woulda, couldas. There's no sense in putting energy there. He just really wants you to focus on, it's like out comes the sunshine, and that energy of what Terry was saying around like holiday. It's like that's what he wants you to be in. I had to move out of my home and had heart failure and passed in his sleep. Oh, okay. Yeah, because he was just impressing upon me that energy around the heart. So if you'd understand that part about just the not living with any regrets around it, focusing on the love that's there and will always be there, sunshine.
Yeah. Yeah. The love is just all around him.
Okay, she said we did not speak before he passed on a Father's Day, but we have not spoken. Okay, so that just feels like it. So he's just wanting you to just release that energy. There's no worries in how it moved to where things are now. He just wants you to be with the fond memories. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's kind of showing me a picture of himself. I don't know if you can see that here or not, Sunshine, but it's like he's really standing in his power. And I don't know how his health was when he left, but he wants to make a point that that he is in the prime of his life now. I mean, that's the way he's appearing before me, like all this strength. And And he says, the power within you, he's bringing up, that you come from a long line of very powerful entities or your lineage. So I don't know if there are healers in your bloodline or if it's teachers or intuitives, but he's just making a point that you have that talent that the other not just women had, but women and men in your life. He's saying it's before you even said anything about the love and the forgiveness and all that and not needing that. He said, love is all you need.
Wow.
Yeah, you were his sunshine. So just, I mean, when I think that was why they named you this, because sunshine, because it's like they just kind of feel like that energy in your name is such a special energy to carry forward. Oh, you've always had a feeling about the healing. Yeah.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Yeah. You will when it's time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's surprising sometimes that, we have this earth walk with our loved ones, and sometimes there's challenge in that. But when they're in the spirit, they just come with this, like, the full forgiveness and the energy of just the love, first and foremost, just the love, and it leaves people sometimes in that disbelief. But no, that's how we feel it, and so that's what he's bringing. So he's initiating that healing for you. And just in this, there's healing that's occurring for you. So step into that energy. And if you feel inspired to follow that within yourself, that the healing, do pursue that, sunshine.
Yeah.
How wonderful.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I'm just going to pull another line here for Kevin because you have a healing coming up, don't you? A Reiki class in May.
Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah. The first one is full, and now the second one is at the end of May, the 24th, 25th, and I'm doing it virtually because so many people were asking about the virtual. I typically teach it in person. So yes, I'm excited for that one. I'm keeping the group small, just 12 people. So it's nice and intimate. And we will do Reiki level 1, which is exciting. I'm doing it over 2 days. I'm spreading it. It's it's Reiki level 1 and beyond. We focus on all the traditional and foundational parts of Yasui level 1 Reiki, plus our own intuition, psychic, and mediumship abilities. So it's a blend of all of that. And we welcome other types of modalities if people are working with it. So yeah, it's an exciting program. I love that class.
Yeah.
I love Reiki.
I love it too. So I took that course with Kevin, and oh my God, you guys, it's like an awakening.
Yes.
It turned on powers I didn't know I had and brought in new meditations for me that were just like so powerful.
Terry, can I share what you shared with me after one of your attunements?
Yes, but you were giggling when I said it.
Yes. Well, this is the part that I was going to say, is the part that you got symbols, I think, if I remember.
I got.
You did?
Yeah, they were talking to me in symbol.
Wow.
And they were also activating my skull. And then my skull, once that was activated, everything was activated.
Wow.
And it was like, it was so powerful to go into those. Yeah, the activations.
So I love the attunement. Yeah, the activations that happen are just, so amazing.
Yeah,
So amazing.
yeah.
Yeah, you were at our retreat, which we also have some spots in our retreat at the Sedonia Conscious Living Center, which I love. Had a call with Anthony and Sonia today about our retreat, and it's June 12th to 15th. And then we're doing the Reiki Master Teacher on the 16th and 17th. So we'll be there for over a week, but there's still room in our retreat. Terry has experienced that.
Yeah, and I'm going to experience it again.
So excited for it. So yeah, check out that one's on Jeffrey. Nothing's on my website. That one's on Jeffrey Peck's website. But we'd love you if you wanted to join us, we've got room.
Yeah, and that's in the description, you guys. And also, I think I have it. Dun 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 dun, right here.
Oh, look at that!
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, but I
Yeah.
didn't put Jeffrey's site on there. So
Yeah.
yeah,
JeffreyPeck.com. And
yeah,
healing to him. He's still recovering. He had his knee replacement on Friday, and he's doing good. I think he's feeling a bit of the pain today. So all the healing we can send to him would be lovely.
yeah, yeah. I sent him some healing earlier, and then I texted him what I'd seen when I was in there, and I said I saw a milkshake. He didn't say anything, but
Oh my
maybe
God.
it's my milkshake. I don't know. Okay, it's your turn.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Richie. I just want to put, hi, Richie. Amazing experience to get my Reiki attunement with Kevin, Debbie, and Jeffrey. I got you to share the experience with Terry. Yes. Oh my gosh, Richie. And Richie's coming back.
I can't wait.
I
It's gonna
can't
be
wait
so much
either.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And Jeffrey's ear, you guys, I will share, it's almost back to where it was. He's regained, because he lost, Terry, I don't know if you know, but he lost his hearing in one of his ears, and it's almost, I want to say, like 90% back. So yeah, he's a healing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Power of prayer.
right.
Yeah.
Let's see what this one. Dorothy Lynn, are you here? Dorothy Lynn, let us know. I feel an energy in the corner of my entryway by my front door. Can you tell me what that is about? Dorothy Lynn. Oh, I need that deck. Perfect. Dorothy's still here. Thank you guys for sticking around.
Yeah.
Hopefully, all of you. What a wonderful way. It's Sunday today, right? Yeah, it's Sunday. What a wonderful way to spend a Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I pulled a couple cards, and they were specific out of the I forget the name of this deck. Someone will know it by this. I forget. The Shaman's Oracle. Is that what it is?
How pretty.
It's Colette Baron Reed. And I got the Straddling Worlds, which is wandering between realms. And then I got the Whale Song, which is the resonating. And I feel like it's about your awareness, it's almost like pat yourself on the back for being aware of picking up on the energy that's by the corner of the entry. So it's not threatening. I don't get any kind of like negative or threatening energy around it whatsoever. It feels just different, and I feel like the vibration is different. And so it's almost like I can feel in the way that you've questioned it. It's like, is this safe or not? And I want to tell you, yes, it does feel safe. It just feels a bit new in the vibration. And as our vibration continues to shift, we can pick up on different things. And so I feel like it's a pat yourself on the back for the work that you've been doing to change your vibration. And now it's just another way that Spirit's showing you that they're always present, ever present in that. So it's a shift in your awareness.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, one more card I got. Will the Wisp, and it's treasures hidden in the shadows. And I think sometimes in the energy of that shadow, we can think like, oh, it's not, of love and light, but it very much is.
That's funny, because they were just talking to me about shadow work. So it feels like maybe you've been doing some shadow work, Dorothy Lynn. Things have been coming up for you. Sometimes when we see that shadow work coming in, it feels like, oh, not that again. Like, I've been through therapy. I've talked, to people. I've healed, and then we get something else that comes in, and it's because you're going to a different realm, and you can't take that old stuff with us. So, so you've got bigger things to do than what's left behind, because doorways can be like portals.
Mm.
So so you're walking through a new voyage that you're on. And that's sacred knowledge. I got sacred knowledge for you, dear. So and it's like he's a hat. He has a hat and he kind of ushers you in to
Mm.
this new era of your life. Um, and because it's a huge transformation. So it's fire. So with fire, you get that huge transformation. But lots of good stuff coming in. And this fire god or goddess has birds all around too. So it's also messages from heaven. I don't know if you're getting new energy in as far as like your clairs, Dorothy, but it feels like you're probably getting new messages that are coming in for you
Mm.
with this too. I know I had somebody in my basement,
Okay.
a new entity, and I put a Bhagavad Gita there and
Mm.
opened it up. And you could do something like that. It's not that anything's bad or anything like that. It's benevolent, but it's like it kind of makes everything very sacred, and they like it. So yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
that's great.
Yeah. Do you have time for another one?
Oh, sure.
Oh, good. Um,
There was one that I was drawn to. Can I? I know I did.
yeah, no, you choose. Go ahead.
Becky, are you still here? Becky, Becky, Becky. Hi, Karen Doyle. You're welcome, Dorothy. Thank you, Sharon Sipe. I hope you're feeling better.
Oh, hi, Sharon. Thank you.
Becky, you're here. Oh, good. I love it. Even in the bee with the green there's just all of this healing energy around you. I don't know if this is mom or grandmother, but I have a motherly energy that's stepping forward from the spirit side to just surround you with that love. I hear the L name. I'm not sure what that is. The L name, not L. L? I don't know if it's L or L name, like ELL or L name. L, like a Lynn. I don't know. Anyways, but there is. Okay, one sec. Yeah, it's just like this one step at a time, and just not looking at the whole of it, both mom and grandma in spirit. Oh, okay. I feel they're just really close to you at this time, of course, as they would be. Would you understand one would have an understanding of what you're going through? So would have likely had a cancer themselves. There's this relatability. Where was I going with that? Oh, one step at a time. So it's almost like, not looking at, running the marathon. So just, really being kind of slow and in the recovery of it, because I feel like it's gonna take some time. Even just the regain of the stamina is going to take some time. Illness, but not cancer. Okay, I could just feel this. Yeah. It feels good. Like I'm feeling into the energy of what's happening, and the team that's working with you, both here in the physical and on the spirit side. And you're in good hands. You're really in good hands. And so I do feel that you are, you're in this energy of healing.
Yeah. Yeah. Becky, do you have a rosary or a necklace or something from one of them? Because I feel like there's something that they're pointing out, and they're like, "That was mine," or they just want to make sure that you acknowledge that.
Yeah.
It could even be a cross. You
Yeah.
do, yeah, yeah. So they're talking about when you go in, if you can, to rosaries. Yeah, wear them, carry them with you, whatever you're going to do, because it's going to surround you with their power. Even though they're always there, it'll give you a physical thing. And when we have something physical, it's like alchemy. So we can surround ourselves with the spirit, and then to have like that, to put a book of scripture out by a doorway, or for you to be carrying that is going to be huge. Also, do you have like a little altar for them? Because they're just acknowledging that you acknowledge them. And it feels like, and they're showing me a book too.
Yes, she does.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's that book, leave the book open if you've got a Bible from them or something that's out on that. Yeah. Or some sort of a, Old Testament or Quran, whatever it is. It can be a child's book, but something about the open book. But I do feel that healing all around her too.
As you said that, it was 55-55.
Oh.
I do feel that healing all around you as it's 55-55.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, you have lots of healing energy around you. And what I love about it, Becky, is that you said up there is that you feel great about it. And that's that deeper knowing. So be with that energy. And yeah, you have so many people that are holding space for you and sending you healing. So.
Yeah. Yeah. They are recommending too. I think you've got like an old, like one of your, either your grandma or your mom might have done something for your stomach, like celery juice or something, or broth, chicken broth, that this is going to be helpful.
Oh, yum.
I know, right? It makes me hungry.
Oh, thank you, Karen.
Yeah. Yeah. Good luck, honey. Okay. Oh, it's almost time, but you want to do one more?
Sure.
Okay. Oh, okay, honey. Potiter, are you still here, dear?
I would pronounce that pot eater. But I like your version is probably a lot better.
I don't know. It's not mine either. Yeah, I was trying to figure that one out. Yeah.
I recently had powerful energy release for a childhood trauma, wondering if it is complete and if it will contribute.
Oh, she is here, Connie says. Hi, Connie.
Okay, wonderful. Wow. Yeah, I was just going to say, child. Yeah. They're showing me like the cells of your body. And so up until this moment that you had the release, it was like, it was still on a cellular, it was in your body. And so each time you would, there would be mention or energy or thoughts around it. It was like your body was experiencing the trauma no different from when it actually occurred. And so this feels like the breakthrough and the release that you had, that it's no longer residing on a cellular in your body. So that when you have, conversation, or you might think about it, it's not going to take you to that energy like it's happening again. So I feel like you've really done a powerful release. Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. They said, look down, a powerful release. Yeah, exactly. Power and healing. So I feel you've done a magnificent healing. And so you don't have to question that. It's like, just stand in that certainty that has been shifted. And it's really going to change in a positive way. You stepping deeper into the belief that you are worthy of the healing, of the healing miracle energy with what you're currently experiencing right now. Wow.
Yeah. Potita, do you have a like a they're showing me a goddess, and she's a big-breasted goddess. So I don't know if it's Tara, could be green Tara or Tara, or it could also be any goddess. It could be Wonder Woman, but it's like it's this that's you is what they're saying. You slept for 18 hours after. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, you're emerging, kind of again like the, what is that bird that comes out of the fire?
Oh, the phoenix.
The
And they
phoenix.
told me to look down and look what it is, the goddess of creation.
Yeah, yeah. So you have this goddess power and you're connected to
Mhm.
it. It's like, they want you to walk in that power when you're walking in, wherever you're going, but particularly if you're going, oh, the healer
Yeah.
said she saw you on your left. Yeah. Yeah, and they're also talking about a dance. It's like we can do a dance, and you don't have to do it physically. You can imagine you're doing it for anybody that's got any issues with that, but releasing it through your hips, your psoas, somatic movement. So, and you can just imagine yourself, your body doing the figure eights, or you can do it. And it does release any pent up trauma that's left in the body.
Mm.
But you're rocking it. You've got that goddess there with you. And it feels like your trauma release was really very successful. Um, sometimes when we go through that, it's like we're kind of don't feel like we've been supported either with the divine feminine energy or the divine masculine energy. And it's funny how that looks, but they're just kind of bringing that up to me that you can also tap into that divine masculine energy when needed. Your tips have been, yeah, yeah, that's what happens. We hold it, all that right there in your psoas.
Mhm.
So somatic movement is big, but also uh, connecting with your divine masculine and knowing that you can be safe because the divine masculine is always safe and protected. They're just pointing that out.
Love that.
Yeah.
The yin and the yang.
Right? Yeah, perfect
Mhm.
balance. And a lot of us that have
Okay.
been traumatized, we don't know that. We don't know that, we can be completely protected by a masculine energy or a feminine energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Interesting, hey? Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always felt like I was on my own. I think it's like so many of us can relate to feeling like we are in this world, but not of this world. You know, I think
Yeah.
there's a familiarity in that until we meet our people.
Right? Yeah,
Yeah.
until we get here.
Well,
Well,
Terry, I know you're one of mine. You're one of my
oh,
favorite.
you're one of my favorites.
I'll say this. Yeah, when we were in Sedona, I was sitting for trance healing, and I say working with new people, so I wasn't sure how deep I was going to go. But um, I was actually talking about this today because we want to repeat that part with the music that was played. It was the heartbeat. So Yukwala, the medicine man, and Sonia on her gong, he played the drum and she played the gong, and it was this heartbeat that they played for over an hour. And I went so deep into it. And at the very end, I had a very difficult time coming back. And so some people were helping in that. And I couldn't open my eyes yet. And I was calling Terry to come to me. And when I finally heard open your eyes, I opened my eyes and Terry was literally standing in front of me, literally standing in front of me. And she had brought this glass of water and or a cup of water, and so she's holding this cup of water, and I reached out my hand, but I didn't reach it. I was very disoriented. I reached out my hand and it wasn't quite high enough, and this water, out of all the cups she chose, had a hole in the bottom, and it was dripping this water into my hand, and it really brought me back. And anyways, my point is Terry's definitely one of my saviors, my
Oh,
people. I love you. I love you so much. So,
no, it's mutual. I love you too. And you were so cute because you were just sitting there with your eyes closed laughing.
because well, what did I say? Apparently, I said, I don't know where I am. And Jeffrey was telling me where I was. And then I said, yeah, but I don't have my slippers. Like, who cares that I didn't have my slippers? But I always have my slippers on. So, anyways, just thought
Oh,
we'd share a little moment there.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was special. So yeah, so Sedona's coming up. I'm gonna be there too. And Debbie and Jeffrey and Lisa Smith and
Yeah.
JJ
Yeah.
Parent and yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Thanks, everybody. Let's do this sooner than later. Can we do
Oh,
it?
yeah, I'd love it. This was so much fun. This went
It
too
was so
fast.
great, Terry. I loved it.
Oh,
And
good.
thanks everybody. Thanks everybody for all your questions and the moderators. And for those people that we didn't get time to read to read for you, I hope you got something out of the other people asking the questions. I find sometimes that's the reason why most get chosen, is that spirit knows that they can reach other people in the messaging. So I feel like everybody could take something from this time we spent together. So
Yeah.
thanks everybody.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, there was, Kathleen. You're so right in that. There was a beautiful energy here in this chat. It's so true. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really lovely.
Uh,
Very soft. All
it
right.
was so perfect.
Bye.